And we all just got hammered and played Cards Against Humanity. And my boss's wife was playing with us, and she won one round by playing the itchy pussy card. and so anytime I was like upset in the kitchen, like I had a bunch of lies, she would just look at me. She'd go like, "Hey, itchy pussy." I understand what you're trying to do, but that's really weird out of context.
All right, guys.
Oh shit, are we going?
We are going. Which one of you guys wants to be on chat?
I can do it.
I was gonna say I don't even know how to get there. Like,
yeah, you just go on YouTube and open it up.
Okay.
But Adam's on top of it. He's usually who we've got on chat.
Well, I should probably send this to my husband so that he knows, like, so that he can like give you patronage and stuff, right?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Also, so he knows you're safe.
Well, that's a very loose term.
Proof of life.
God,
I love it. Is it still STC WW on
No,
YouTube?
It's Subject to Change
Subject to
Entertainment
Change
now.
ENT.
Subject to Change ENT. We have changed. We've moved past the without warning.
Have we moved past the 15-year-old? Has it been that long?
Not quite.
What about a 15-year-old?
Well, we'll get into that a little bit more.
No, not a 15-year-old.
After I...
No.
All right, guys, see you later. It's been a good bulletin board.
Great bulletin board.
Yes.
Welcome to STC's bulletin board, guys. Quick rundown. If you're new to this, you're watching it in the future. This is a game where we have various prompts set up here. We don't necessarily know what's on them, and they are flipped around so we can't see. What we do is we throw a dart, and we play a game. Whatever comes up on that, whether it's a card game, we've got trivia books, there's various improv games, couldn't think of the word improv. And this episode is sponsored by the fact that I had to run and get Wendy's before because I hadn't eaten and I'm always behind.
That's a great legal disclaimer. Sponsored by the fact.
And then I had to get Wendy's and I'm still eating it. So. All right.
Invite your friends.
Before we get into that, guys, today we have a special guest, Danny Boyle.
Oh.
Adam with barely a shirt on.
Hey, well, I drove from Columbus to here without a shirt on today.
Hell yeah. That's how you do that.
Exactly. Well, the people at Panda Express were really fucking confused whenever I drove through.
They're like, this isn't the beach.
It is Ohio in like one of the hottest summers we've ever been in. Anyone driving without a shirt should not be confusing.
No. Everyone should look at them with understanding.
If anything, everyone should drive without a shirt on. And I think that's the bigger message of today's episode.
Yeah.
All right, great show today, guys.
And that is the moral of our lesson. Drive without your shirts on.
We try to walk away from every episode with a moral. I don't know if that's a moral, but she is joining us today in particular because we've got a brand new sketch out called Tammy Hawthorns. It is up on our Patreon right now for as little as $1. You can check that out early before anyone else. So after this episode, run on over there. Just $1. You get everything a week early. So we're also joined by Adam, but whatever.
I almost just vomited.
Yes.
He too was in Tammy Hawthorns playing Brandy, and he said he was gonna show up today looking unhinged. There ain't no unhinged like Brandy.
Damn right.
Brandy's unhinged.
Brandy will most likely be a recurring character because I loved.
Just let me know like a month in advance so I can prepare enough shit.
You can get there. You can get into the mindset.
Yes.
But Tammy Hawthorns is a Tim Hortons parody sketch that takes place in a place called Tammy Hawthorns, where two friends are getting together for lunch. Two lovers, really.
I mean, you find out that's the real twist.
Really,
You just spoiled it. You just spoiled it.
You know, if you really think about it, it's the tale of the indomitable human spirit.
Yes.
Bare bones.
And the endurance under capitalistic pressures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how we really keep the things that are important up front.
Yeah,
We don't forget.
I love how you can make anything some heady bullshit. This is not high concept whatsoever.
No.
Hey, Tammy Wynette made a fucking cameo in the behind the scenes.
Which, oh my god, and here's the thing. Adam, because this will be in the bloopers, or maybe I'll just do a whole reel of these on our Patreon, but Adam did so many ad-libs for like the various item menus and stuff. We posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook of like everyone cracking up while he's like standing there doing his lines.
Oh man.
It was one of the most harrowing days on a set ever for a variety of reasons.
I know.
Not least of which was the fact that people were just trying to breathe. So, unfortunately, a lot of those did not make the cut.
Yeah, I saw that bastard.
A lot of the scripted things, and I was waiting to talk about it until you were here for the thing. It was a pacing issue.
That makes sense, because I know that for a lot of them, I was like,
yeah,
it was truly off the dome, so there was like just a breath of hesitance.
Yeah.
There was one you said about grass that had me dying. I think it was just a blade of grass.
I started running out of shit.
There are a ton of them. One I really tried to make work, and I tried editing it and like speeding it up and trying to like use like another reason why it took me until 6 a.m. because I was spending so much time on this one line. Tried to like speeding it up, which would obviously bring the register higher, and then trying to lower that register back down so it sound normal, which was 14 different numbers. But the way you delivered it was 14 different numbers, and I was like, God, that kills the pacing. Maybe I could save this. So I was like, I wanted it in there so bad.
I think that would have been like kind of like if you did put it in, I think it would have been funny because like maybe that's Tammy or fucking Brady's just like you can see him panic. He's just like fuck.
Yeah.
14 what?
If I could have made it work with the pacing, because another part of this sketch is that the pacing is supposed to be fast. Like it's supposed to be really, really quick off them, and that's one of the reasons I will be tweaking it before it goes up on YouTube, because I feel like it can be better. But
always can.
yeah, so there were just a lot like I could not use. I think I got 2 in there. I think I put 2 improvs in there, which were pretty good. Which were pretty good. I was happy with them. I wasn't like, well, fuck, this is the only one that works, I guess. Like, I guess I'll make him happy, put it in there. No, they fit, and I enjoyed it.
And poor Danny.
Oh my god,
like,
yes.
first, you had to deal with all of that. But then we had a torrential downpour hit in the middle of our
surprise torrential downpour.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was going to rain that day.
I'm going to scoot over a little bit because I just caught the stream. If you want to scoot in just a little bit. Because when you lean over...
Am I getting cut off?
Yeah, when you lean over, you're kind of leaning out of frame. But no, I think we're good now.
We should.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yo, what's up?
And Danny went outside. She was like, I left my windows rolled down. Her battery's dead.
She goes out to roll the windows up and finds that out.
Oh my god.
As soon as it starts pouring so hard that the doormat, or like the foot mat outside of the place where we're
chairs are
filming,
getting turned over.
flips up onto the door. We can't open the door.
Well, and that's
chairs are falling
because
down.
it wasn't like coming down that bad until she ran out there.
Yes!
The moment she got out the door, bam, the fucking heavens opened up.
Outside shower.
Nuts.
It was ridiculous.
She came back and soaked.
And my car does not stink anymore.
Good.
It did have a must.
For how long? How long did
Just
that
like
last?
a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
A week.
I mean, I sprayed Lysol
The
in my car because I was like, well, I can't. That car is too old, and I've spilled a lot of food.
And so many props to her because after all that, she stuck her, and we gave her license to like, hey,
it's like,
you're good. Like, you've done your part. We shot all your on-camera stuff. But she stayed in and ran her lines from the opposite angle of the camera so that...
Well, it's not like she could leave her fucking car battery was dead.
Well,
Yeah.
she was waiting on her husband and everything,
well,
like she had every right in the world to just be like, I'm done, I want to go sit in the corner.
I'm gonna go cry about it. But no, kudos to all of you guys because like I didn't even have time because my husband was so quick, right, to be like, I'm coming. But like kudos to all of you because I told him I was like, just so you know, every single person in there but one had jumper cables. Like everybody, my friends that I typically hang out with, not a single person ever has jumper cables.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's ever that prepared. No, we're always like, oh.
I mean, because you and I are in
cars.
our 30s. You're in your mid-20s, but do you have jumper cables?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got jumper cables.
I don't.
Like,
I don't have jumper cables in my
you
car.
gotta get some jumper cables.
I know.
Dude.
I need to be a real adult.
You gotta grow up, David. Actually, that's really why we gotta talk.
That's why I'm here. This is actually
Your husband
an
asked us to
intervention.
we gotta talk to you.
Danny, you need to show some maturity.
It's like an intervention, but
for like growing up. Like, you're not really addicted to anything. You're not really doing anything wrong. It's just like, we can get you over the finish line
Yeah,
a little more.
could you be a little bit more responsible?
Danny, we noticed your slight rhoticism. We think it might be intentional, but we still love you. Also, that's an insanely fucked up thing to name something like that. It's either rhotism or rhoticism, but it's whenever people have trouble pronouncing their R's.
Really?
That's what it's
Then
called.
it starts with an R.
It starts with an R.
Wow.
Rude.
That's ableist.
I know. well, it's like the fear of like long words is an insanely long word.
Yes.
So I think they were just taking the piss out of like everyone. Like the fear of palindromes is a palindrome. Like all this shit is awful.
That's terrible. See?
They did on
Vote.
purpose.
Go vote.
Get out there and vote.
Let's change these phobias.
Yeah, that's the real reason. That's just gonna be my bit the whole book. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
The real reason.
We want to talk to you guys about voting.
Lucas Herman 2024.
Yes.
We're about to get real political on this show.
Yeah.
I will put that
fuck
on.
I'm gonna put
Well.
chocolate milk in all the water fountains.
Wait, what was that from?
Because we're real adults.
I mean, it's probably it's a joke that's been made a million times and probably
Fuck.
a million things. But it's just
It
like
was-
the
yeah.
typical class
Is that
president.
idiocracy?
I think so.
But
Oh no!
I
You're
know
thinking
Gatorade.
of Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade is the big thing.
Gatorade is in all the
It-
toilets. Or wait, no.
They
Gatorade
plant-
is in the
or they-
water fountains. Water is in the toilets, and
Yes.
that's all it's used for.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they plant
No,
shit. They
there's-
water the plants with
With
Gatorade.
Yeah.
It's the electrolytes.
Yeah.
It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
You know what, guys? If that is where we're headed in the future, that
We are.
doesn't sound too bad.
Well, to be
we
fair,
won't have vegetables
I'm gonna be hydrated as fuck. It's all the electrolytes.
dude, I bought a bottle of Gatorade branded water today.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, it's thirsty.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that what you got?
No, this is
No.
regular.
That's normal water.
Yeah,
Regular Kroger.
this
water.
is
bottled at the source.
This is yeah.
Right from their
Right
right from their public
This
bathroom.
is right from the side of the water treatment facility. Mmm.
So is this.
You can taste all the.
I have cloud water. I guess-
Cloud water.
I don't know. At
Yeah,
one
that
point,
means-
I remember that this used to be.
That means she gets more water online.
Yes. I order all my water. online.
She's always backing up her water.
Yeah, she's always backing up her water.
No, I feel like the first time they ever marketed this, they were like, "Have you ever wondered what water tastes like from the clouds or some shit like that?" And
Oh,
they're like,
is
we
it-
put
so
it in
is this-
bottles.
So they have a room that's just full of clouds that are constantly raining and they're just collecting
It's some
that up.
Willy Wonka shit.
I would
Yeah.
love
It's
that.
some Willy Wonka shit.
Honestly, you want to get me to switch to smart water? You show me that room.
Yes, give
I'm
me
on board.
the cloud water room.
Yeah, and then that's where hurricanes come from. Sometimes a loose cloud gets out, they're like, shit, I can't get it.
Glaze you!
Code blue. We've got another runner.
All right. Well,
Subject to board.
Subject to board.
STC's bulletin
What's this
board.
fucking called?
It's that.
STC's bulletin.
It's that.
It's on the board.
Yeah, okay. STC's,
You need help with your bubble letters.
STC's bulletin board.
Bull.
But yeah, needless to say, guys, we had a pretty good time on set. Chelsea couldn't do this episode with us. She's suffering from she's out of the woods, but she got double pneumonia.
Damn.
So now she's in the phase where it's like all coughing constantly and everything. It's just, it's crazy. So we're wishing her well. But she was in the sketch as well. She played opposite Danny.
She's she's my lover.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's also the one who teaches us to set boundaries because it's important.
Well, yeah, she does. She does have a line about eavesdropping. So
Yes.
She-
Well,
she-
she's the one who breaks up with me anyway.
Doesn't fucking stop me.
now you're spoiling the sketch.
She's like,
God damn it!
no,
Look.
fuck.
Burn it down! Stop!
Look, we couldn't
Can
have
we start
Chelsea.
this over?
We just
Shit.
started over.
We couldn't have Chelsea here talking or coughing over us while we're trying to talk over each other.
That just made it worse.
Yeah, it's just
It's not the dynamic we're going.
No.
We're going for more of the talking over each other while I eat fries dynamic. So.
But Danny is also a verified theater person as well.
What?
It's like a weird verification now.
Yeah,
Like,
now
it just,
you're the theater person.
well, no, not the theater. No, I won't go that far. I won't go that far.
If you have any
That
questions at
scares
all
me.
about theater,
No one's
Reach out to @DANI.
No, but also coming hot off the tails of your
Yeah.
your lead role in Rent.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
guys. Do you know that the only picture from the show? The only picture from the show that I have is the one that they put in the newspaper.
Really?
Nobody got any other pictures, and I'm
Wow.
like, why? I tell people it's because I was so fucking good.
They couldn't.
They forgot to take pictures.
So here's what blew my mind. Were there only 2 performances?
Yeah, they only ever do 2 performances.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like? Oh, okay. I did not know that because I know you guys worked your asses off on that show.
Yes.
And I was like,
2
for
weeks.
2 performances? Holy
2
shit.
weeks of rehearsals. The very last 2 weeks, we were there from 6 to midnight.
Oof.
Every night.
Damn.
It was intense. Very intense.
Well, a little digging into our history, because we used to work at the PLT together back in the day. For me, it was 08 to 12. I don't remember exactly what your tenure.
It was like 07 because I did Little Shop. That was the
Yeah.
very first show I did, and that was 07.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Was that
I was a wee 19.
Oh, we
was
know.
that the year
19.
after or the year before they did Damn Yankees? Or-
I was in Damn Yankees.
You're in Damn Yankees was the first show I ever got to go see.
Really?
She was in a ton.
I was the trio of women that did the commercials.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because my sister was really good friends with Clark T-Man.
Huh.
And I got
I
to,
miss Clark.
I think she was like, oh, we're going to go see Damn Yankees. And I was like, Dang Yankees? I was like a kid, and I was still, mind you, I was still Mormon at the time, so I was like, oh.
Oh no.
So I came and I saw Damn Yankees, and then I
we
ran
need to have
into,
multiple conversations after
Yeah.
this. You caught me with that Mormon line there.
I ran into Shirley Isaacovich,
Oh,
and she was
Big
please
like,
time
still my
Shirley.
heart. Oh.
Big time Shirley now, working out there in New York.
and I forget,
New York City.
Was
New
it-
York
I forget who it was that directed Damn Yankees.
It was Eric.
Was it Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember him talking about at the time it was just a children's theater summer camp
Yes.
with
Yep.
Susan,
Yep. Susan Foster.
and I
Yeah.
was like, Mom, I want to do that.
Did you do it?
I
Are
ended
you
up
an alum?
I ended up auditioning, and my first show was Honk Jr.
What?
at
Oh, that's right.
At
I
the
think you
Portsmouth
told me
Little
that
Theater.
before. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Aunt Junior. I remember when they
then
were running that.
I was there for a couple of runabouts there. And then they moved to the Portsmouth Area Children's Theater and Arts
Mhm.
Council. I was there with them for that transition.
Aw.
And I remember I went to school for audio engineering, and I was talking to Eric.
I can't remember his last name.
I'm blanking so hard right now, but he's the technical director over at Bird Eye Center for the Arts.
Not
Yeah.
right now.
No, he
That was
wasn't
Leo.
there.
That was Leo.
No, it wasn't Leah.
Oh, so it was between Leo and Jason.
Jason, that's what I meant.
'Cause
Sorry.
Okay, Jason is the technical
Jason,
director. now.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it was. I was talking to Jason randomly because I was taking classes over at Shawnee, and
Sweet.
after I had just gotten all my audio engineering stuff, and he's like, "You know that the children's theater needs a sound person, right?"
Yes.
And I was like, "Sure."
I mean, not anymore. Now we have one, but
Yeah. Well, it was also a bad time in my life,
oh.
so
gotcha.
I ended up going there, and this was like right before things went downhill. The next show that I did, that's what I did not do very good at all. So I'm glad you guys have a good one now. But the first show that I came back and helped with and like ran sound for was Honk Jr.
so much.
So I had Honk as my beginning, and then Honk again
as
my
your ending.
Resurgence. Yeah.
And because I played the turkey in the first one, and they were just like, "This is Adam. Me and him did this," because it was Allison. They were like, me and Adam did this whenever we were kids, and blah blah blah. And she like they were each going around and saying their part, and we got to the one kid that played the turkey, and he was like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm replacing you." And I
love it.
And then I like went to mic him up, and he was like, "I really hope you know that I was joking." You know, I was like, brother, nervous little kid. You are completely safe. Like,
but yeah, no. The reason I bring that up is because one, I think that's how we met.
That is how we met
through the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then you started doing sketches with us when we were STC WW back in the day. A YouTube channel I've tried to get taken down.
Every time you type in STC WW, no joke pops up. At least when
Really?
I look for it.
Nice.
When I search it, that's the
So there's
very first one that pops
there's
up.
a re-edited version of that on the Patreon.
I'm pretty sure you've sent it to me.
Did I send it to when we
think-
finished it? Oh, probably before I uploaded it.
I think so. You sent me something.
Okay.
Because I remember, because then we redid it.
Yeah.
with
Well,
Carla.
technically, we accidentally ended up making a spiritual sequel to it. Telling jokes they started
I was
as a
gonna say,
remake.
is that like the
Yeah, because at the very end of it, we have to stop inviting him, implying this has happened before.
Yes.
And then you guys also had an ad lib of every time, like I have a history of doing this, and so it ended up being like a sequel to a sketch you can now only watch on Patreon. Technically on YouTube, but eventually I'm getting that channel taken down. But
That's weird. You can't get rid of it. Freaking
I
YouTube, get
report it
shit
all.
together,
I
YouTube.
report it all the time. Like I can't get into it because I forgot the password.
Just
I
for it.
wonder if I can report the video.
I
just
just
think they're
yeah,
using your likeness.
report the channel, report the video.
I'm doing
And
it now.
Go
I'm doing
to
it right
not
now.
subject to change ENT. Go to STCWW and report.
Everybody
the
go to
shit
subject to change ENT right now.
no, course correction.
See, it is the first fucking thing that pops up.
Yeah.
Sipping them loudly. What is that?
That's one of our STC suits. Where we would take, because we would film so many stunts and just little clips of stuff.
Did you do it like E? Like
Yeah,
they
there's-
eat like Joel McHale?
Kind of
Yes,
that.
the soup or whatever
Like,
that show was.
Talk
soup.
like if and each section is split up by like static, so it'll like be like TV static and then go to the next little bit. There was a montage of nut shots because that would happen a lot because we were also making Jackass videos at the time.
Do you remember my brother drop kicking you in the chest?
I have that footage. That's not in one of. Oh, it is in one of them. But there's also where you and I were blackout drunk, and you kicked me in the balls.
No!
yeah.
You
And it's
showed
on
me-
one of those
You
videos.
showed me that one whenever we were getting ready to film
We
over
were
at your
at-
old house.
We were at Jason's house.
That was at Jason's house.
when both of those things
Really?
happened.
That
My
was at
brother
Jason
came to
Cheetah's
a
house.
party with me.
Which
It was probably a fucking cast party.
which cast party was it though? Was it
It wasn't
was
Dracula.
it Miracle?
Maybe it was Miracle.
'Cause
which
I
is
know it was-
so
I know it was
hysterical, 'cause we're saying
wintertime.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Because everyone was in jackets.
We're getting blackout drunk, drop kicking Vinny in the nuts.
No.
What the hell?
Drop kicking me in the chest, and then you kicked me in the nuts later.
That's right, because I got drunk on
And we
screwdrivers.
did a little countdown for it too. It was like, ready?
Oh my god.
Oh no, we didn't do a countdown. I go, are you filming? And they're like, yes. And I went, all right, action.
Oh my god.
I called action. That might have also been the first time I ever called action on anything. So that's my directorial debut. It's getting kicked in the balls by a blackout drunk Danny.
And I remember you, because it was the first time my brother had ever drop kicked somebody. Because he was talking about it. He was like, I really want to do it. And then he's like, fucking do it.
Let's do
it.
And then
Because
I
anybody's
almost
going to be up for it.
got flung into that tree too.
You
'Cause there
did.
was a tree like right behind me. Like narrowly missed that tree.
I fucking love it.
Every time a bell
But again,
rings.
So
the
good.
reason I bring all that up is because we used to do late
The real
rehearsals.
reason we're
Yeah,
here.
we used to do kind of late rehearsals like that at the old days of the PLT.
Holy
Not the
shit.
old days. It's like 75 years old, but like almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago.
It hurts.
God.
I can't relate.
Shut the fuck up.
That makes me sick.
20 years ago, I was getting ready for kindergarten.
Ew! I'm gonna
What?
puke all over you.
I beat you to it. Yeah, it's weird. This weekend I woke up in Paris.
Painted all blue.
Painted blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and also you are I'm so bad with titles and the names of things. You are the head honcho of something big theater-y.
I'm the executive director of the Portsmouth Area Arts Council.
Okay, yeah. So she's got that theater running through her veins at this juncture.
Bro, 6th grade, since the 6th grade when I was villager boy number 20
Nice.
in Little Abner. Does any? Yeah,
I
see,
like-
I don't know
it's
what
a.
that is.
If you did that show now today, because it's actually based in Appalachia,
Oh, that's pretty
it's a bunch of barefoot mountain people, right? And they're talking about the Sadie Hawkins dance. So all the
Okay.
girls gotta ask the boys out and all that stuff, right?
And it couldn't do it today.
It is so you can't. It is such a problematic show. If you did that show now, it'd be unbelievably offensive.
How many slurs did you say?
Well, I didn't say any. I didn't have any lines because I was a 6th grader.
I didn't say any.
No, I was literally like, you know how like when you see big shows, you've got lines.
Yeah.
Of people. I was like back in the back.
That's all about
Doing this.
I remember
I'll never forget it.
when we were doing Annie, I was I played like 5 to 10 roles in that damn thing. One of which was one of the people on the council for the president or whatever,
Uh-huh.
like where I had that blue suit. That character also had a very specific mustache. And then I did and it was my idea. I'll take full responsibility for this. I did a sort of hand gesture at one point.
Yeah, you did.
As an emphasis to the joke that my character was making.
Oh my god.
Can't do that no more, huh?
Nope.
And I wouldn't do that now, but I thought it was hilarious then.
Oh, I bet I would have died.
Dude,
I would have
yeah.
thought that was fantastic.
I can't believe you went clean shaven and went like this.
Yeah.
That is-
I did blackface. No, I didn't.
Take that out of context. Quickly. Send it to us.
I would have
I love
known.
it.
I would have at least known better than to do that. Yeah. No, yeah. A lot of fucked up things in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's also where it was kind of like two ships passing in the night because I also helped out with Annie as a kid because I was friends with all the people.
That's right.
And I
Hey.
came and watched it the first weekend, and again, Shirley Idzakovich was walking up and down the aisles as she does.
Was that
because
her last show with us?
I have no idea.
It was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
But
Around that.
I remember she walked by, and me and my mom were sitting on the edge,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Adam, you should have been in this." And I was like, "I know, I should have." And she's like, "What are you doing next weekend?"
I love her for
And
that.
I said, "I'm doing nothing." She's like,
You're
need
in the
to-
show.
She's like, "We need you to come babysit the dog."
Yes.
So she just had me outside holding Sandy.
I
And
love
like feeding her
it.
treats and stuff. That dog would never cooperate.
No.
It would be outside and it'd be fine and it'd be chilling. And we put like chicken nuggets in Annie's pockets to like try and get the dog to come sit next to her. And it would just walk up, sniff her, and then walk off stage.
God, I love that.
So
That is fantastic.
I just had a very specific memory about not only Ivy, but what is Carrie's son's name?
Simon.
Simon. Ivy and Simon, because around the time of Annie, this was the first time I was flirting with, like, maybe I could write something. And I was like, maybe I could, like, they're doing those Marvel movies now. Because it was 2012. I was like, they're building a universe like that. I was like, you could do that with Dragon Ball.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
So I decided I was gonna try and make a pilot for not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball, like when Goku's younger and everything, a pilot for a Dragon Ball show. And I was like, but I gotta have concept. So I wrote out this whole like proof of concept sketch, and Simon played Goku, and Ivy played Chi-Chi.
No,
and there's this whole like
That's amazing.
first
that is
meeting thing.
freaking great.
And I don't know if I still have the footage. I would really have to dig in the files to see if I have that. But because I remember, because Carrie made him a little Goku costume.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
It was it was honestly probably, I don't remember the contents of the script or anything, but I gotta imagine it was so poorly written.
I need this to research.
I don't necessarily usually prop myself up, but I think I have become a much better writer and like choreographer and stuff like that. All that stuff. I'm better, way better now than I used to be back then.
Practice makes progress.
Yeah.
We're at the point where like
I stopped practicing for 9 years.
Are we at the point where STC has lost media now? It's gonna be like some weird.
Oh, I
like,
believe
yes.
so. Well, here's the thing. We started out on.
With the
We had a little
tapes.
Sony Handycam that was took these mini DV tapes. And
Oh god, I hated those things.
I
I had one too.
I think I had one.
And
too.
we started at making jackass videos. And the reason we got into sketches is because I started going like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we did this before the sketch? Like we set it up, or before the stunt, like we set it up with this thing. And then we started doing like, because we were always fans of like absurdist humor and stuff, like Ed, Ed and Eddie and all that. So then we'd start coming up with like really dumb stuff, like the Salt Rock thing, which is on STCWW. It's in one of the soups, where we're just on the search for a salty rock to lick, and then we find a salt rock lamp, and then we're like, all right! And then it breaks off into those like completely improvised songs like Salt Rock, lick it or die. It's really fucking stupid. But yeah, so it was like eventually it like kind of formed into just sketches and everything. But there is probably so much that I didn't get an opportunity to save, and those tapes are gone. Casualties of a past relationship. So, but at one point, because it was very expensive at the time to get the equipment to like transfer like physical media like that into a digital format. What I did was I had a new digital camera, so I just sat it down in front of the TV and played the tapes.
Nice.
And then recorded them that way. So
that's brilliant.
I have a lot of it saved. It's just very bad quality. But yeah, there is absolutely lost media out there.
Awesome.
And those tapes ever surface someday, that'd be amazing. But like, I've done so many moves by now, I would have found them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the little story of our company there. Now we make short films.
I also love how that is like a
and this bullshit.
I love that it's like a universal thing. Like just the last thing I'm gonna say about it. I love that there's a universal like experience where people are like, "Oh, salt lamps. I want to lick it."
It really is. And I still have the impulse.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
I think it's natural because you're like,
I don't have enough sodium in my body. That's
I need more.
I'm like a deer.
Somebody leaves. You've just come over to somebody's house. They leave the room. You're in there going.
You get caught.
I
You get caught licking salt.
Oh,
And then you bound away.
I absolutely did that. I was on a date with this one girl. And she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We've got to do.
And you lick the salt and you're like,
I licked the salt lamp and
you don't know what you were licking though.
I
Like,
gotta
I just touched
do
that.
a subject to pod episode where the subject is
salt lamps.
just your date stories.
Yes.
Look, I have some bad
Just your date stories, because I think that's like the fourth one of yours I've heard now that I'm like, God damn, this is sitcom level shit.
I know. Everybody loves Raymond.
I was thinking more Seinfeld. Jason Alexander coming in,
Yeah.
talking about another date that went bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't his fault. It was like, Well, I didn't know she didn't want me to lick her freaking salt lamp.
Yeah.
She's a pro.
Why'd you have potato chips next to it? That's potpourri. Like, what? I thought it was like apple chips.
She put it near the salt. She put it near the snacks, and you know I like a salty treat.
Yeah. All right, we gotta start writing this down.
Yes.
We're gonna do
Don't tell them more. Don't tell them anymore. All right,
What if Kramer comes in and just says
You're
like
Kramer.
four
Yes.
says like 4 slurs and then leaves.
It's like, Jesus, Kramer. How
This actually isn't a terrible
No, it's not
idea,
bad
but if we
idea.
could recreate the set, that'd be amazing.
What's the show?
Wow.
STC's Bulletin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do we do here?
Let's
We do some
let's
shit.
go ahead and get to the actual.
I just noticed.
Is anyone even watching? Okay,
we got
there's
like 3
people.
people.
Are there people watching?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi,
we
people.
also
Hello, people. Join in on the chat. We are monitoring chat, so if you guys want to chime in and
I also just noticed that the
tell us
is
your
upside
favorite
down.
slurs for Kramer to say.
I literally, now I'm really glad. I was literally contemplating, maybe I should send a link to this to my kid. She's 13, right? She's 13. She's got a strange sense of humor, but now I'm like, no.
No.
I'll wait a couple of years until she's a little bit older.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get to the actual show. Adam, you want to throw the dirt?
You know what? I'm gonna
So
do
we
it for
throw
fun.
darts at each other, right?
Yeah,
Are you sure you don't want to get up?
I guess.
Hit him square in the forehead.
You know the rule
Yeah,
if I
should move
stand.
too.
Well, I've actually sat down while I did it before. I'm not willing to risk
Look,
it.
I used to throw on a dart league.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You meant
I did.
to make a fucking bullseye.
Oh no, I was fucking hammered.
So we're going home. Bye.
That's it. Oh, he missed. You know what that means?
First try.
There we go.
Oh shit.
Sorry,
shit.
it's because I'm a limp wrist Gen Z.
It's okay.
All right.
We'll forgive you this.
So our first game and/or task or whatever.
Oh shit.
Look it up. Find online quizzes and quiz each other with them.
Oh, like BuzzFeed quiz?
Which I actually can't do
Fuck
because my phone is
yes.
actually, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up
yeah.
like BuzzFeed quizzes.
That's why I've got 2 phones.
Should we all do BuzzFeed quizzes? Where else can you do?
I don't know.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Just, I don't know, fucking figure it out.
Just fucking find something.
I wrote the goddamn card. I did my part.
I can guarantee I know your pop girly listening type judging on your pedal pics alone.
Are you reading a real thing?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Eat a huge ice cream sundae and I'll guess your favorite Disney couple. It just sounds like one of those things you see at a fucking carnival with like a carny smoking a cigarette. Like he has the fucking like robotic voice box thing. Like I always loved going up to Kings Island because they had like we'll guess your weight. And
Yeah.
I look like whenever I have clothes on, I don't look as big as I am.
Okay.
And even then, I still don't look big. So they would always undershoot, and I'm like, give me that top price.
I found a website called likequizzes.com. And there's a ton of them here. So, do you guys want to do Who Were You Born to Be?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. How should we do this? Because I think when I wrote this, I thought it would be like trivia questions, but I wrote quizzes. So, should we maybe like do one person and then do another?
Hell yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
Ooh, let's do this. You find a quiz. You find a quiz, and then what we'll do is we'll take turns. So you'll ask your question to me. I'll ask my question to Adam. Adam will ask his question to you.
Okay.
And
so-
then we all just get a random answer.
And then we'll find out.
So
Okay, so let me know when you guys have yours.
we'll do
And I'll take a sip out of my Wendy's
this
cup.
ad-
Wendy's.
This ad is
They've
killing
got
me,
cups.
by the way.
Am I gay? Yes.
Oh, are you on the same website?
No, I
Oh,
guess.
it looks the
What-
same.
It does look the same. What the fuck?
Hold on.
What if
It's not changing though.
What,
I'm on
Uh,
Clickhole or something.
Okay.
Am I gay test? And it's just one question. Do you
Maybe
like
they
men?
Maybe they source the same thing. I don't know.
What the fuck kind of quizzes are these? How many of these memories have you had flash before your eyes during a near-death experience?
What are you doing? You've been on the same page forever.
This certified yapper quiz will tell you if you have your degree in yapology.
Yes.
Let's go.
That one. All right, Danny, you're up first.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What am I clicking? Do I have to ask a question?
Yeah.
I haven't even found a quiz. Hold up. It's another ad. I fucking hate the internet.
Yeah, I've got an ad here too.
Oh, Adam's been so long looking
I
at the
don't
same
wanna-
page, but he's the only one looking at a fucking quiz right now.
I don't want a picture quiz. They're like, who is this a picture of?
My mom, my dad.
I don't.
Tell my dad.
Weird.
Well,
I think
This
it
is
wants me to
for-
sign it.
I can't
You know
type.
what? You know what's great about this? Is it's everybody's favorite time.
God damn it, Adam.
It's
What is
great.
it?
While you guys are
He's
looking,
gonna go fucking smoke.
Oh, he's gonna smoke?
while you guys are looking up your quiz, I got my quiz.
He's got his.
I've got mine.
Oh, this quiz is just called Answer Personal Questions.
What's your social security number? What's your mother's maiden name?
Shit, these are hard. These are fucking stupid too. What?
When will you have a lover?
Are you
Two
dumb?
of us are. Are you dumb, quiz?
Oh my god. Oh, hi everybody. We know you're still here.
What type of guys are you attracted to? That's the one I'm gonna go with.
Man, what is this?
Tap
test?
your age. Play the quiz.
Oh my god.
Okay, I've got my quiz now. Adam.
He didn't hear you.
He's not
He's
gonna watch.
outside.
He's also not gonna watch this.
Have you ever played Danganronpa? Danganronpa. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It's Japanese. I can't pronounce it. It's a murder mystery game. It's one of those graphic novel Japanese games. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I ain't.
Okay, so is it like a choose your own adventure thing or something?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes depending on the answer, that like the way you choose to respond to another character, it can change the course of the game.
Okay.
So, but like,
Oh,
but
so-
it's
all right.
also a bunch of kids randomly get kidnapped by some
Not him.
unknown force, locked into a building, and then they just start dying one
I've
by
never
one.
heard of this
It's a
before.
very Japanese show.
Very Japanese
Very,
show.
very anime.
So at some point a man in a diaper comes out and does like breakdance.
Did somebody say man in a diaper?
Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me go through all 3 games that I literally played back to back.
Danny,
I have a
Danny is the
problem.
only one still looking for a quiz. We've got. I've switched to a quiz called what?
Okay.
I don't remember. What type of guys are you attracted to?
Unfortunate ones.
Okay, I have a quiz. It's dumb as hell, and I'm gonna change. The person put their name in.
It's
the quiz,
dumb
so
as
I'm
hell, and she's not
changing
going to
it
take it anymore.
I
I'm
also
not gonna take this anymore.
I love how
Alright.
like across the street there's half of a house.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yes,
a
there
left
is.
half of a house.
Waiting on the other half to get to live.
My rent's cut in half.
All right. So, guys, we are, if you're just joining us or you've already forgotten what it was, we are doing online quizzes for each other.
Yes.
So, Danny is going to be asking me questions for her quiz. I'm going to be asking Adam for mine, and Adam's going to be asking Danny for his. So, starting off, let's go.
I apologize ahead of time for how fucking lame this is. So, first question: what's your favorite time of day? You have choices.
Okay.
Mid
They usually
morning.
give you choices, yeah.
I love when the sun is up and the day is going. I like the evening, right around dinner time, right before sunrise or during sunrise when everyone else is asleep, or anytime late at night.
Well, it's between any time late at night or around dinner time. I really do like that, like, especially when summer's not insane and the planet's not trying to kill us. Like,
Yeah.
when the sun's starting to go down. It gets that like nice cool but still warm, you know. So I'm gonna go with that. That is an all-time favorite.
Like so evening.
Yeah.
Evening right around dinner. Yeah. That's good bonfire time.
Yeah. It's perfect bonfire time.
Yeah, it's good.
Adam, your ideal first date. You've got choices.
Yeah, I've fucking had choices before too.
A cozy coffee shop, an adventure hike,
Gay.
a fancy dinner,
Gay.
and a fun concert.
All of those suck.
You're a concert guy. I'd say that one.
Yeah.
I'd say I am a concert guy, and a lot of it is I will say concert specifically, like just local stuff that's going on. Because
Right.
I always try to bring people out.
Well, it doesn't say local concert, it says fun concert. So
What's the
So you're
what's the
hitting a fun
difference?
concert.
Okay, hey,
we're
look,
going to a fun concert.
any concert is fun if I'm there.
All right, your
All
turn.
right, Danny.
What's up?
This certified yapper quiz will tell you if you have your degree in yapology. Pretty much, do you like to
That's
talk
me.
to people?
Do I like to talk to people?
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Oh,
But
okay.
do you prefer to work at an office with other people or at home by yourself?
At home by myself.
Okay.
Do you hear me, Amazon customer
Not
service?
looking good for her yapology degree.
Oh,
That's okay.
she's gonna.
I think I've changed a lot in the last few years. Okay.
Your turn.
Oh shit. Vinny, which attribute is most important to have? And I'm not reading these whole things. These motherfuckers wrote books
Jesus.
for their
Books.
choices. So the first one is adaptability,
Okay.
willingness to learn, gratitude, or passion.
For me, adaptability. Because I've gotten really good at that over the years. It's one of the reasons why I can go like, I'm unhappy in my life. What should I do? I guess move into a van and start making movies full time.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of a different skill set to go from one to the other, but I was like, I'll figure it out.
You're legitimately the only person that has ever done that I've been like, fucking go for it. Like, good for you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I saw
thank
you
you.
that update on Facebook and I was like, that's actually going to be really good for him. I'm gonna do this. Other people, I'd be like,
It's
motherfucker's going downhill.
Yeah,
like, this, I am worried.
Well, like, if
I got a lot. Was like, that makes sense for you.
like a lot of other people. It would be. I feel like it would be like self-aggrandizing, like soul searchy.
Yeah.
But for you, you were just like, I just want to fucking do this.
I'm so
Yeah.
tired of being unhappy.
Like, we're going.
Yeah.
Buckle in,
Yeah.
buckle up. You're coming with me.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
All right, Adam. Do you prefer how do you prefer a guy express his feelings? Through sweet texts and gestures?
Okay.
By being direct and honest? With romantic surprises?
Okay.
Or through shared experiences? I like how I'm acting these out for
You
some
are.
reason.
You are.
Wait. So what was the question?
Did my delivery of them throw you off?
No, I just remembered that you said what type of men it'll.
How do you prefer a guy to express his feelings?
What was the options?
Through sweet texts and gestures,
No,
by being direct and honest,
maybe.
with romantic surprises,
Eh,
through shared experiences.
I don't know. I think being direct and honest is pretty solid because I don't know how to pick up on flirting. I have a shirt that says I'm scared of women, not because I'm scared of women. It's just because I hope that they'll see that and they'll be like, okay, I have to say things in basic terms.
I've got to
Yeah.
approach this one.
Hi, I like to talk to you,
Like a
but I'm
timid
not
cat.
trying to scare you.
Yes. See, I already want to marry you.
Putting their hand out and going like,
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm just sniffing it. Like, give him a cigarette.
no, that's not his brand. You
No,
guys.
it's not his brand. Go. No.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny, do you enjoy?
If that is your real name.
Yeah. Daniel.
I was named after Daniel P. Sweeney.
Who the fuck's that?
I'm my pappy.
Oh,
I mean, that's great. That's very
Who the
good.
fuck
Who
is
the
that?
fuck is that guy?
That's very good. I mean, family names are family names, and we're named
Do-
after people for reasons.
Yes. Holy shit.
That cough felt like it was supposed to have more. And it just ended too early.
Do you enjoy talking to the strangers next to you on an airplane?
Fuck no!
No. Okay.
I don't think she's gonna be.
Yeah.
Why would
She
anybody
needs
do
to- I think she
that?
needs to switch her major.
I did have the person next to me put their child in my lap at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's too far.
Did you ask?
No, I didn't ask. They were like she was being cute, like it was a cute little baby, not even like maybe like 7 or 8 months old. And I was like, oh, you have such a cute child, blah, blah, blah. And this woman was like, I'm gonna make friends with all these women in this room. And so she was like passing her baby around, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
She's like, for the love of God, take this thing.
Like, I held it like this for a minute. I love babies, but not strangers' babies. And so I was like,
And then she
I
put
can take her.
and then she put her hand out, so the baby just gave it a cigarette.
it's like, here, do you want to sip of my alcoholic beverage?
That's not her brand. That's not her brand.
All right.
Damn.
Vincent, this one's so easy. Which music genres do you listen to? You have to pick your top 2, apparently.
Okay. I was gonna say my taste is eclectic. Obviously, I swing more towards like rock and punk rock, but
They've actually got a good selection.
all right, okay. Let's
Yeah.
see.
So we've got rock music, which includes metal, classic, alternative, new metal, blah, 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 indie music, lo-fi or jazz, pop, and this one is including K-pop, girly pop, modern pop, old pop.
Whatever happened to pop?
It became all the other pops. I hate that
Everything
word.
has 20 different subgenres.
Oh
now.
yes. Country music, and then just plain old good old fashioned instrumental music.
Good old fashioned music.
Good old.
I remember when music was just music.
People shut their fucking tracks.
It's gonna be rock. Like
Rock?
any variation of rock is usually where I skew.
Yeah, you've got to pick your top 2. So you've got rock music as one of them, and then you have
What was
indie, lo-fi or
then
jazz,
indie.
pop, country, instrumental, indie.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever the fuck Red Hot Chili Peppers is.
I'm pretty atypical.
They're like rock. They're like rock alternative.
Yeah, they're definitely all
We're alternative.
roll turn.
Raw alternative.
Rock turn.
But I love it so much. It's so good.
Great.
I also like because I'm not typically a like music person where like I know a lot about the band and the people in it, but like Red Hot Chili Peppers is one of the bands where I'm like, fuck it, I love everyone in it just as a person. And like, I did wrong. I like the music too, but like, also Flea is like one of the most punk people I.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
I love him to death. So yeah, so it's just like
He also played Donnie Thornberry on the Wild Thornberry.
right.
He was the one who went.
No, you didn't. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's
You just
Flea.
Oh
you
yeah.
just broke my brain.
Yeah, that's Flea.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and, like I remember the day I found out like Nigel Thornberry was fucking
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. I was like,
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that either? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wild Thornberries was special for a reason.
Yeah, it was so good.
God, it was such a good fucking show.
I love
Great
the
show,
Wild
I loved it.
Thornberry.
Didn't they cross
Oh my
over with the
God.
Rugrats?
Yeah.
Did they
Yes.
have a crossover movie with the Rugrats?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was like a little short Nickelodeon movie or
Yeah.
something. Like it was like an hour.
I had it on the orange VHS.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah,
was gonna
you
say I
did.
know for sure they had a clamshell release.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
awesome. So yeah, it'd be the typical thing you'd expect from me. Rock and alternative.
Yeah.
He really likes post 9/11 patriotic country music.
Yeah.
He loves it.
God damn bless America.
He loves Garth Brooks. He prefers to call him Garth Brooks.
I love my mama. Apple pie. And I hate immigrants.
I will
Take it out of context. Take it out of context.
I will proudly admit that I did attend a John Michael Montgomery concert last year.
Who the fuck was
leave.
that?
Sean Michael Montgomery?
You just said 3 names.
I know.
Shawn Michaels in Montgomery, Wisconsin.
Jesus Christ!
She saw Shawn Michaels, the wrestler, in Montgomery, Wisconsin.
We went to Montgomery and saw Michael and Sean.
Well, no, it was one of those country. He's like Garth Brooks era,
Okay.
and he was one of those country artists that when I went to see him now, because I loved him when I was in like fucking middle school when I was 12, and when I went to see him now, I was like, this was a mistake.
When the bullet called ladder to hell.
Yeah.
That's not him. I just am suddenly reminded
Wait.
of that.
Oh no!
parody
Wait,
song from-
It was Tim McGraw that sang "Don't Take the Girl." Never mind.
Yeah.
That's
I was just suddenly reminded of that parody song they did on South Park when the kids try to build a ladder to heaven because Kenny had like the winning lottery ticket. Or
Oh
something.
yeah. That's right.
And then like the whole country rallies behind it. It's this like meaningful gesture of like innocence and stuff. And so the guy who sang that like "Where Were You" like 9/11 song, like they parodied
Toby
him.
Keith.
Yeah,
Toby Keith.
And they did a version of that.
So
Where were
welcome.
you when they built the ladder to hell?
I know.
I fucking
South
love
Park
it.
got me through COVID, man.
South Park is fantastic.
I binged it all through COVID.
I at some point am gonna sit down and dedicatedly watch from beginning to end.
You
It's
should.
so good.
It is
Because
so
I
good.
haven't seen anything in the last like I don't fucking know how many years. Well over a decade. I think is
Of
like
South Park.
yeah. I haven't
There
seen
is some
anything recent.
like some of
There's
their
some really
recent
good-
shit is good.
Yeah,
really good.
I've heard good things. And all the little movies that they've been putting out, the little specials and shit, they look good. I don't
Great.
they're cute little specials.
Cute little-
It's adorable
cute
little
little,
attempts
like,
at like
yeah.
humor they've been putting out. That's great for them. That's great. That's really
Yeah,
good.
all the 12-year-olds are going crazy over it.
All right, who are we on?
You.
Okay, it's my turn. All right. What's your favorite type of movie? Romantic comedy, action or adventure, drama or thriller, musical or comedy. I don't know how musical. Why are they doubling them up?
Yeah, where the fuck is horror?
I was
Action
gonna say,
adventure
I think
makes-
they're trying to say thriller is horror, but it's not.
I like how they say the action or adventure. They go
That
hand in
makes
hand.
sense.
Drama and thriller. Okay, that works.
Okay.
But then like musical or comedy.
Listen, at the Emmys, musicals and comedies go up against each other. They're in the same category.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
This is why I don't watch
Well-
this book.
well, I think it's because a lot of it. I just learned this recently. I think it's because comedy isn't like the original like word comedy didn't mean funny haha.
Oh, okay.
It meant that it was as expected. Like good things happen to the good person, bad things happen to the bad person.
Ah.
Like that's
Okay.
I think
Now I
that
know
was that was like I was just watching a video essay on Dante's on the Divine Comedy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so the Divine Comedy isn't funny, haha, this is so funny. It's a comedy because good things happen to good people, bad things happen to bad people. The good
The
guy
things
wins
that
in
you
the end.
expect to happen
Yes.
happen.
That makes a lot more sense because I have read the Divine Comedy and the title never
I
made
fucking
sense to
haven't.
me.
I have not read the Divine.
I
Comedy.
found a copy in the trash in Wayne Hills missing its cover.
Yes.
And it was like just after I had finished playing the video game based on the Divine Comedy.
Oh, Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno.
Oh,
yeah.
That game is so fucking good.
It is a great game.
Well, that's going on my list now.
So I fucking
It's like Dante's Inferno, God of War, and Bayonetta all have really similar mechanics that I fucking
Okay.
love.
yeah, so it's
Oh,
got
okay.
those kinds of
Yeah.
mechanics, but it is also
But it
like
is based
playing
on
out the
Dante's
story of Dante's Inferno.
That's fantastic.
It's really, really good.
And I just finished that, and I knew it was based off of the book, and I found that, and I was like, cool. So I used medical tape to give it a cover, and
A
I wrote
facelift.
on permanent marker on the side, "The Divine Comedy," and I went ahead and actually read it. I was like, it's too kismet that I found this book right after this. I have to read it now.
Yes.
So. And that is the most intelligent text I've ever taken. That's about as fancy as my book learning goes.
Like,
So where are you at?
So
Where you
coming off of that, this is going to be very controversial. I don't enjoy musicals. I did a lot of them.
Wow.
I did a lot of them as a kid,
I'm
and
so sad.
I was a child of Linda Tiemann.
Yeah, you
So
were.
I
yeah,
was-
you were.
I got into them, and I was like the stereotypical theater kid. I was like, I'm gonna go research all these obscure shows like obscure at the time, like Title of Show, and Ride the Cyclone, like, and then a bunch of like Star Kids stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna learn all this stuff. It's like I still do watch them and I enjoy them from time to time.
So what you're saying is you hate musicals?
Yeah.
He wishes anyone that makes him die.
We're not currently monitoring the chat. Take your anger out at Adam in the comments.
I
have the stream.
We will come back to it after because we've all got the things.
You know what? How about you try and fucking say it to my face?
We're doing the quizzes, so like we don't have the chat up, but yeah.
I don't know. I'd say either drama / I'll go drama thriller.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
that sounds about right.
I have been on a kick lately of watching like some more like serious stuff.
Well, here's the thing. A good thriller is hard to put over top of any drama because when a thriller does its job right, man, it grips the fuck out of you. It messes your head up.
See, I like a good old fashioned horror movie. Like I want blood and guts.
Yeah.
I want some Kurosawa blood,
like
that shit. But
just this weekend, I had rewatched American Psycho.
Okay.
I love American Psycho so much.
It's so good.
Because again, I've been watching a bunch of like video essays and shit, trying to be smarter than I am. So a lot of them were talking about American Psycho, and they brought, because I was always kind of confused about it, but they brought in the concept of an unreliable narrator, and I was like, okay. So then I started watching it again, and everything's playing out, and I'm like, fuck, like I really want to read the book now because I know it's based off a book. And I really want to read the book so I can see, like, in detail, like...
So are you a Doctor Who fan?
Loose. I was big into Doctor Who up until Smith regenerated. I didn't watch Capaldi and I didn't watch anything after that.
So Matt Smith played Patrick Bateman in the American Psycho musical.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know it was a musical.
I'm going to go shoot myself.
Well, he wouldn't watch it, though.
It never made it to Broadway. It stayed on the West End.
That sounds like it would be pretty good.
Matt Smith got rave reviews for it. Apparently, he got freaking ripped for that show.
Didn't Christian Bale get his start in doing some musical? He did Newsies, right?
He was a Newsie.
Yeah.
He was a Newsie.
So why didn't they go to him?
Guess what we're doing this spring?
Why did they offer him the role?
Are you guys doing Newsies this spring?
We're doing Newsies
Junior. That's right. Awesome. You did say something about that.
I'm super fucking excited.
I think while we were filming Tammy Hawthorne's.
I'm not a huge Newsies fan. Like, I don't like the full, but like for these little kids, because it's only going to be 6 to 12.
Okay.
It's how old these kids are going to be.
We're going to learn
some barrel turns, bitches. Like, let's go.
I remember whenever Newsies had its big thing on had its big time on Broadway, and I had just gone to the MTI Junior Theater Festival, and everybody was raving about Newsies. They're like, "Oh, this is so good!" So I watched it and I listened to it, and I was like, "I'm going to be a tenor when I grow up." And then I started smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
that didn't help. But one of the things that I remember in my head is I was in the shower, and I was listening to Santa Fe, and I was trying to do that last. He goes, I got a Santa Fe, got Santa Fe, and he holds it for so long, and I was doing that, and it was like 8:30 at night or something. I was still in middle school. My brother was in high school, and the bathroom was right next to his room. So I hit that. I was like screaming it, like still got the beard, and he just goes, "Shut the fuck up!" It's like one of the things I remember. It's just like
that's core memory now.
That's core memory. Okay, Danny.
Oh.
Do you prefer the self-checkout at the grocery store or the cashier checkout?
Fucking self-checkout.
I knew it. I will go ahead and answer these for you.
I feel like there's going to be one that's going to catch us off guard. There's just going to be one that we're like, oh, really?
I prefer super salad.
We did have... So in regards to the baby, the lady handing me a baby in the plane.
Okay.
We had one person.
Oh, we had a comment.
Was that lady trying to get her baby sick? Yes.
No, it's not.
She obviously wanted her baby to die.
So did we.
It was a calculated
Because
effort.
this was after COVID. This
After
was my first
COVID.
plane
Oh my
ride
God.
after COVID.
Day one after COVID.
Day one.
God.
Yeah.
I remember
It was like right when they lifted, like you didn't have to wear masks on the planes anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was like right when that happened, and I was still like,
Still, everyone was
Why are
getting
you-
COVID like left and right. Yeah.
I remember I had to run I had
Moving on.
I had a flight and I was the only one wearing a mask. And I was like in the very front row because I wanted to be like away from people. And there
Yeah.
were two people sitting right next to me. And I was like, fuck, I look dumb now.
don't you hate that? It's like, but I'm doing this for my own protection.
and then I
I
was
feel
just-
like an ass.
So just like casually halfway through the flight, I was just like,
I just kept wearing them until
just pretend I was
yeah,
wearing it.
what? Yeah.
I kept wearing them until I was done. Like until I was like, all right, I feel comfortable now.
Yeah.
Tells you anything about my personality type.
All right. Do you tend to hold on to the past too much or push it away unfairly? And you have two choices: cling to the past or pushing away.
I tend to cling to the past. Absolutely. Like, there's so many things in this house that I can tell you stories about. In fact, this one will make you sad a little bit.
Uh-oh.
That bottle of Jim Beam right there, that was the bottle of Jim Beam I drank the day I found out that Jim died. Because Jim and I used to drink Jim Beam and watch old movies at his house. Jim Hayes. Yeah.
Man, I was fucking sad that
Yeah.
day.
That one tore me up.
That was awful.
Still think about you, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
out
and like
there,
I think
homie.
the last episode of Suds and Buds was I did an episode talking about him, my memories
Yeah.
about him and everything. So that was
You
the
missed out
most
on
recent
that one.
episode.
That's
Yeah.
what I had heard.
Jim
He was
Hayes,
great, fantastic
fucking
mentor.
legend.
Yeah. Like,
Funny
I-
guy.
He was in an alien porno. He wasn't in the porno part of it, but he was a conspiracy theorist, like that the porno people went to get more information about the aliens.
You know,
He was so proud of that.
He
was so fucking proud of that.
This is rare now. Most people don't know where to get a copy, but I have a copy of The View from Here, that short film that he
Yeah.
did. I think that was the last thing he did. Yeah,
God,
I have a copy of that.
That's freaking badass.
It's so good.
It's crazy. I have the copy of the alien porno.
That would not surprise me.
He was like, that was one of the first credits he would always give himself, was this alien porno that he was
I mean,
in.
I would be proud of that.
My
Yes.
first cast party from the PLT during Dracula,
Yes.
we had at Jason and
Michael.
God, why couldn't I think? I was thinking Stapleton. Stapleton was popping up in my head, and I was
You
like,
were correct.
yeah,
Just on the other end of it.
yeah, Michael and Jason's house, and I went hard. I went real hard on that one.
Everybody
I got
went hard.
wine drunk on that one. And at one point, I woke up on my knees, like on the toilet, like that, where I'd been throwing up. And his hand was on my head, and he had fallen asleep on the wall. So like he's sleeping on the wall like this. And this might just be me filling stuff in, but I remember him having a drink in his hand.
No, he probably
sleeping
did.
on the wall with a drink in his hand, my head in his hand while I'm sleeping on the.
Were you
with my
there when
face
he
in the
broke his
toilet.
rib teaching me the Charleston?
No.
We all got wasted at his house like we did, because the first thing he'd fucking do is pour you a glass of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
It was the first thing he did. You walk into his house, you want a drink, and it was always a dirty coffee mug or something.
It was.
It was always a dirty coffee mug.
I was the one who
Nothing else.
insisted we use the Scotch glasses.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
But no, it literally nothing else. No ice, water, nothing.
Yep,
Just
Jim Beam
a
straight.
finger or two of some Jim Beam, and you'd sit there and you'd
That's
sit
how I
there.
learned the term, like, a finger of whiskey. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, and now when I say that at a bar, the bartenders are confused. I'm like,
They're like, figure your whiskey.
Yeah.
But no, he was trying to teach me the Charleston
Yeah.
and fell over because we were wasted. And the dude was fucking 283 years old, and this was 10 years before he died even.
Yeah.
Broke his rib. ended up getting fucking pneumonia and shit from it because it like did some
This
shit.
is nuts.
He
But
was
what a
crazy.
great story to have for like, this is why I got pneumonia. This is
Yeah.
how I got
Yeah,
it.
I was teaching
Most
somebody
people are just like
Charleston.
sitting around and then get pneumonia. It's like, let me tell you about the Charles. I miss that man. He was fantastic. But
Whose turn is it?
I think it's mine to ask Adam.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, hold on to the pass is mine. If I did not
that's
answer
right.
it,
That's
yeah.
right.
That is where it was. Okay.
They really clung to that one.
Which quality do you value most? Kindness,
Gay.
adventurous spirit,
Gay.
ambition,
Gay.
humor.
Oh, humor.
Yeah.
I really because the thing is, like, I have to be able to riff with someone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's what a lot of my like real friendships are predicated on. It's like,
Yeah.
there's just always some conversation or some dumb joke that can like spin out of anything. You know?
That's
like
Go ahead.
It was the whenever we were helping you move.
Yeah.
Here. Well, first of all, there was you and fucking you and Travis.
Oh yeah, and me and Travis like as far as like
numbnuts.
as far as chemistry on like that kind of riffing ability goes, like me and my brother are unmatched as far as I've seen. So it's like you jumped into that situation, and yeah, the thing with the numbnuts was like we're bringing it back. Like nobody ever
Bringing it
says
back,
numbnuts anymore.
I
And
call my dogs numbnuts all the time. Let's do it, man.
so yeah, so
Fucking
like that
yes.
whole day, it was just me and Travis cracking up, like look at this fucking numbnuts.
I love calling people renobs too.
And I forgot about Renob.
It's boner backwards.
Oh,
Renob.
Renob was
Don't
such
be
a good
fucking
one.
renob.
Renob was a
Yes.
good one. I forgot about that.
I mean, this is
Yes.
the most.
I almost
Loving
called
one.
a small child right out here.
Numbnuts.
Because like we had been like without
This
missing a
is so
beat
good.
that whole day, and then the kid said something,
He was like,
and I was
help you. Do you guys want help moving stuff in?
I was
fucking numbnuts.
just a fraction of a second away from saying like, no, we got it, numbnuts.
we were bringing stuff in. He's
I
like,
stopped myself.
He's like, I always call that kid numbnuts.
That's so fucking
it was
good.
almost
That's good.
But yeah, no, and then like you plugged right into it, so it was
Well,
like
there's this song called Pizza. It's a Pizza Party by. It's a band called La Home Run. L'Homme.
Oh, it's French.
It's French, but it's not French. It's
But
the
it's
dude
not.
from Vampire Weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's-
The lead singer dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had this band with his fucking roommate in college, and they have a song that's literally just like Pizzapparty. If you gotta let, then we can
this
get
fucking
that.
song.
So we were just vibing, going over Rosemount Hill, like, or no, it wasn't Rosemount Hill. Actually, yeah.
Is that
Yeah, it
Halo?
was Rosemount Hill.
Yeah.
So we were going over the hill, like trying to go to someone's car so they could grab something, and coming back, we were just blasting this dumbass shit. It was fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
legit.
we
But
had
like, that's
some
the thing,
fun.
like, I gotta be able to vibe with, like, riff.
Even that day,
Egregiously.
Kayla,
Yes.
Kayla had to get us back on the ball because we were all just standing outside of the house near the moving truck, which just wouldn't stop, like making jokes and saying stupid shit, and telling stories. Yeah.
I'm really the third.
Sort of like how this game is going. like every single question has led us off on a tangent. So that's good. That's good content.
I'm the third
Yes.
Thurman. They
Content.
call me the Thurman. I'm gonna answer this one for you.
Okay.
Do you prefer calling or texting your friends? Texting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Now
that
some
does
of them I
surprise
have
me.
to
Okay.
call.
Yeah.
Some of them I have to because they do not respond to text messages, and so I'm like, this motherfucker, I have to talk to this person
Yeah.
right now.
Well, for people
So I
our
have to
age,
call this
it can
bitch.
really, with millennials, it can really go either way.
Yeah.
Because like I prefer a phone call because I'm like, man, I could sit here and type all this shit out and then have to rerun through it and stuff, and then I have to like find the best way to convey like what sort of inflections I'm trying to
Oh,
make.
so
and
many
everything.
emojis
And
in
so
my
for-
text messages.
when I could just call you, say the things within a few seconds, and then you'll
Yeah.
know exactly what I mean. Hopefully, or but it's it's quicker.
Yeah.
As far as
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
concerned, I would rather call people, but I don't because nobody wants to be called.
Yeah.
And so I just text.
See, I'm AOL millennial.
See, yeah.
I got AOL when I was 12
I was
years
hot
old.
on that stuff too, but yeah, I still prefer a good phone call.
And then I was still doing Yahoo chats when you and I were buddies. Like,
yeah.
living like my life in Yahoo chats. Like, these are my real friends.
We might have talked a few times on Yahoo Messenger.
Probably.
That was probably how I was getting a hold of people online.
Would doubt it.
Yeah.
Would not doubt it.
Pre-YouTube. Or like at the dawn of YouTube.
Yep.
So
So this question is, what the fuck?
fuck you just
I
saying?
can't relate.
You were born with a phone in your hand. Shut up.
I was not.
Here's your mandated issue generational phone.
I came out the cooch holding the phone with my pinky.
Yes.
I was still wet behind the ears whenever I found out what Angry Birds was.
So you have to pick a lyric, and there's only
Okay.
one good song to choose from. But I'm not going to tell you the titles or I'm going to see if you
Okay.
know any of these. So the first one is, I want to grow old before I grow up. I want to die with my chin up, and definitely maybe I will live to love. No, you don't know that one.
I couldn't. Okay, so all three of those were from one song.
Yes. Like there's stanzas. Like I'll be reading stanzas to you.
Okay. What's a stanza? I'm not a music guy.
Actually,
You know,
stanza is a
you know,
poetry thing.
You know, Tony Stanza.
No, it's just like chunks
Okay.
of the stuff. Claustrophobic in my head, hoping that you'll never see it on my face, but I just need some space.
That sounds like Taylor Swift.
Don't really know that one.
Might as well be.
And now there's a good chance I do know these songs.
Yeah, I'll tell you who they are and stuff in a minute, because you have to pick. I guess you have to pick the one you relate to
So
the
I'm
most.
I'm leaning towards the first one out of those two.
Okay. Touched the ocean, fell right in, stepped outside and burned my skin. Everybody's falling in love and I'm falling behind.
Yeah, there's a time in my life where that would have
Same.
been
Same,
one
That
of my
sounds
yeah.
familiar.
Now this one, if
I
you
know.
don't get this one, I'm never speaking to you again.
Yeah, Vinny.
It's
Then
gonna make
again,
it's gonna make the other hour of this really weird.
Yeah, Vinny. If you don't get this, neither of us are talking to
You're
you.
quitting the company.
such a pretty house, such a pretty garden, no alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. You'll know it when I say
Is
it.
that the White Stripes?
No.
Oh.
That one was No Surprises by Radiohead.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
No alarms and no...
I don't really know that song.
I
That
fucking
one,
love
I like
Radiohead
I
so much.
like Radiohead, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know a lot of their discography.
I actually am not a huge fan of the Radiohead, like the original version of No Surprises.
Mhm.
I am a Regina Spektor stan, and she did a cover that is by far, like, the best.
I love a good cover.
Oh,
A good
yeah.
cover.
So Falling Behind
I
is
think-
the everybody's falling in love and I'm falling behind,
And
then
who is that from?
Laufey. This is a bunch of Gen Z
Oh,
shit that I don't know
okay.
except for Radiohead. And then the claustrophobic in my head one is This Is What Space Feels Like by Jake, but with a V instead of an A.
Juke?
Juke. The fuck ever. I've heard people call him Jake.
Juke.
And then I Want to Grow Old Before I Grow Up. I Want to Die with My Chin Up. Blah blah blah. All Die Young by the Smith Westerns.
Smith Western sounds familiar.
Yeah, then the ones with.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, that first one I think is gonna be it. Especially that first line there, I'm like, that's pretty much it.
Okay, the first line.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there you go. I think this might be done.
Okay. Well, we'll like if one of ours finishes
no,
before
never
the
mind.
others,
I was
then
wrong.
we'll just hold on to it until we've all
Yeah,
got the
we'll
results.
just rapid fire.
I was wrong. I'm not finished yet.
How important is physical appearance to you? Like as he shows up like shirt wide up and just like I literally just
But wait, in regards to myself or other people? That's the real question.
Not very. Personality matters most. Somewhat. I like a fit guy. Gay.
Gay.
It's important. I love a well-dressed man. It's a mix. I appreciate a unique style.
Yeah, I like a unique style. I think it's yeah.
Okay,
I know
so that one.
Yeah, because I know that I'm like unconventionally attractive,
Right.
and that's not me like tooting my own horn. Like, oh, look at this sexy bitch. No, that's just how I.
And the cats are gonna run to their food bowl.
Oh,
I was just worried he would
I
run.
was wondering. I was like, what the fuck was
It's feeding
that?
time.
Yeah, you hear that? They're like, well,
Yes. But, like, I'm unconventionally attractive, and I have a weird sense of style, and I'm
Yeah.
always like,
Well,
doing like extra shit, or I'm dressing conservatively. So I think it's nice to.
I have a proclivity towards, like, obviously towards punk rock style, like
me too.
goth, anything like in that realm. And it wasn't until I was like, we know that's just like the facade. What's underneath that is going to be very different. And so I kept finding like very unstable people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was like, I honestly, at this point, I don't give a shit about like the outward appearance. I just want somebody I can like have a conversation with, understands what I'm saying when I'm talking, like, it is stable, you know, like, maybe they're crazy, matches my crazy, but they can't be on 3 shelves above me, you know.
Yeah. I've been there.
And so that's where I found my relationship, was because like I stopped giving a shit about anything else. And it was just like, if I like the person as they are, that's what I'm going for, because I don't have time to fuck around out here anymore.
Okay, well, why don't you answer the quiz about what kind of man you attract?
oh yeah, that is right. It's his question.
This is how, expounding on the
But
conversation.
you also said, I talked about it yesterday. You said proclivity again.
I do. I have a proclivity for saying proclivity.
Proclivity.
There's this video that anytime the word proclivity is said, it flashes in my head, but it's just like Australian or like New Zealand, like public official.
Yeah.
And somebody had asked it, he was like at a press conference, and somebody asked him like what he thinks about like gay marriage and shit. He's like, well, I don't think much about it. Everybody's entitled to their own sexual proclivities. But like, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. But I'm not going to spend another minute on it, because every year 90 children are killed by a crocodile in Queensland. It's just like he switches it so fast. He's like, I don't care what you do. We gotta take care of these alligators.
These crocs is everywhere.
So it's a mix. I appreciate a unique style.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask me anyway.
Oh.
I was gonna say, did you just go ahead and click it?
No, it refreshes every few minutes, so I have to go through and remember which one I hit.
Oh my god.
This one's very
Obvious.
apropos.
Oh, okay.
Do you go off on tangents when telling a story?
Fuck yes. Yes.
That may be the most in line with like the what was it? Chatology? Yapologist. That might be the most yapologist that you've said somewhere.
When you get me talking, I just keep talking. It's fucked. I've stayed up for hours.
Okay.
Your turn. Shit. What would be?
Oh shit.
Oh well. Ooh. This one's deep.
Oh.
This is number 6 out of 10, by the way. I just found the count.
Hold on, let me get into deep mode.
Okay. What would be shit? What would be the hardest for you to deal with? Loss of a loved one. I'm telling you, this got like fucking deep. Grief is hard. Everyone I know slowly growing apart from me.
Ooh.
I've kind of been through a situation with that, yeah.
Making a mistake that hurts those I care about. Yeah. Being seriously betrayed by someone I trust.
I've had all of these. I've done all of these.
Which was the hardest?
Oh boy. 3 of them you kinda get over, which is the And I mean kind of because it's like, it's not like it doesn't
You
hurt,
have
but,
to move on,
yeah.
or you're going to stay there forever.
So like the death of a loved one, you know, like I recently lost my stepfather, and there was like a lot of feelings tied up in that, especially with like feeling regret about like how much time I had spent with him and everything. But at some point you get to where you're like, okay, I can keep living through this, and like I'll think about him, or I'll see his name pop up on Facebook or whatever, and I'm going like, oh. But like, you know, I'm no longer like stopping to have a cry or like a real deep think about it.
Yeah.
And it was the same with like, you know, I've been betrayed by people very close to me before, and like at this juncture I'm pretty much over it, you know. Like there was a lot of hate, especially involved for a third person in that situation, and then and this isn't a universal thing, but eventually that third person you really hate dies. Like, and like you sit there and go like, well, goddamn, like, do I still hold on to it? Because then I was
now
like,
they're gone.
Yeah,
because
I was like,
what am I spending all this energy on?
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm never gonna get to kick his ass. Yeah, so you got
maybe you're a quitter.
Yeah.
Somebody get the backhoe out.
Let's do it.
So eventually you walk away from all those feelings. Now I don't really think about all that stuff. In fact, I recently said, I was like, the only thing I won't forgive them for is the fact that I had to see The Happening twice when Indiana Jones 4, Iron Man, and The Incredible Hulk were all in theaters, and I never got to see any of them in theaters. I saw The Happening twice.
Ew.
So I still have the newspaper clipping. I'm holding on to that. I will never forgive that one.
What? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah. I can't go back and change that.
What a shitty.
There's no changing that past. But
So
I think.
Fuck. Which one
Okay.
focused?
So, what was the third one again?
Making a mistake that hurts those I care about.
Yeah, that's something you can potentially make up. You know, like if you recognize you've done that, or they bring it to your attention or whatever, and you're not an asshole, you know, you can do something about that. So it's really, honestly, I think that growing apart from people close to you, that's a really tough one, and that one sticks with you, and like, and then you can even try to like bring people back together, but it's really fucking hard. And I tried. There's a old friendship I tried to mend that fell apart for like the dumbest fucking reasons, and like I was an entirely different person in those days. Almost had to pull a Spider-Man thwip together.
Somebody had to break the fucking tension, okay?
I tried to put, and like I was really trying to put the effort in, and there was like a lot of hesitation from them, and then eventually just life for me got chaotic, and I lost the thread of that, and I then was no longer living down the street from them anymore, which is another reason why I was like, we're just right down the street from each other, and like, you know, and I've been thinking about doing this for years, and I'm right here, so. And then I have not breached that subject again, because like now I'm just getting like stable again and chasing the things that I want to do, and I'm crazy busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that'll ever be mended again. Like I still hold on to that. I'm like, man, that really did fucking fall apart for no good reason. Like
yeah. That
so
sucks.
yeah, so I'd say that one. That one sucks.
I was really, I almost just went over and I was like, it's okay, baby.
It's okay.
I know.
You gripped only my fingers. I literally put my hand out and you went like this.
Look at them fingers.
Look, I paid too much money for this tattoo. Don't cover it up.
All right.
I can't wait to tell you what the fuck my quiz is even about.
What?
Yeah, that's
right. We haven't heard what this quiz is.
You don't know what this quiz is, and that's why it's gonna be so fucking like stupid.
Adam, what is your go-to way to spend a weekend? Relaxing with a good book or movie. Trying out new activities or sports.
What?
Exploring new restaurants or bars.
What's the fourth one?
Attending events or hanging out with friends.
Like, yeah.
It's definitely, and We had a conversation about this while we were at the booth this last art walk, where it's like you have been like recently reignited and like this is how I want to spend your time.
Oh yeah,
my time.
I also think it's funny that they asked the fat alcoholic if he likes bars, restaurants, and sports.
Because this was for you. The title of it says for Adam Lucas. Of course,
Yeah,
they pointed this right at you.
Geo tracking is really weird right now. No, yeah, and I was. That's kind of what I did this weekend. Is I noticed that it's been very like feast or famine in my life lately, where I am either out doing stuff and seeing people, and it kind of makes me feel like a celebrity in my own mind, where I know a lot of people and I have good relationships with a lot of people. So it's always good to go out and see them and participate in events that, would be fun. Like I went to the fucking farmers market this weekend, and I was walking by and I saw so many people that I knew.
Nice.
I saw a bunch. I saw a bunch of artists, and I was like, oh, like let me get one of your prints and blah blah blah. Like let me hang out, or like, oh, let's go talk to them. I haven't seen them in a while. Let's go get some coffee from this person. They like coffee. I knew them whenever I was in high school. Like, so it's this weird thing where I have the like pop punk, like, oh, I hate this town. I want to move.
I hate this town. It's so washed up.
Like, it's of course there's like that sentiment in my mind where it's like I do want to like pack up and I do want to explore, but also if I don't, I'm not going to be too upset about it because I've kind of found a really solid
community.
Portsmouth
it is a community.
Yeah, I found a really, really good community.
Portsmouth is a different animal these days.
It really
you could say part of that is gentrification, and some of it is. Yeah. But another part of it is just like, the artistic people like finally decided like, well, fuck it, we can make something happen here.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, the artistic woe here was that there's nothing in this town, there's nowhere to go, nothing to see, nothing to do.
Nobody appreciates me.
And we all just decided to kick rocks about it for like 20 years, and then we were like, well,
why don't we?
All of a sudden, a few very dedicated 20-year-olds were like, okay, let's just do it. The autistic scene has really kicked off. Gen Z's really saved this. Fuck it all. Fucking hate this.
Get me out now.
Well, that's also one of the funny things is like, I'm always like, oh, I fucking hate Portsmouth. Good thing I live in West Portsmouth. I'm 5 minutes from the city limits.
Like, I was getting out, like, before all of this really started igniting, and I started a new relationship and all the moving and everything like that. But, like, I was getting out and about and meeting a lot of people by doing that. And going to things and everything. And I kind of gotten away from that recently, and her and I have talked about, like, trying to make that a priority again. So, because I really should have gone to the Further Along show last night, but, like, I was...
Where did they play?
They were at Stein's last night.
There was a show.
Peg Bundy,
dang it,
them, the Further Along, and which I got one of their albums right back here. And then I can't remember the third band, but... but no, and like because I was in a terrible fucking mood, that's probably why I should have gone out and fucking done it. But instead, I decided to sit here and get drunk. I literally just sat in the living room. I got to a point. It was one of those days where like every step of the way, I was like, I'm not accomplishing this. My batteries, half of them are dead, but they should have been all charged, so now I can't finish up the yard work and fucking come in here. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make myself something. I knock over a cup of lemonade, and I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm gonna sit in the other room and just get drunk until I want to go to bed.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how I spent my evening. I'm feeling much better today.
It's what. Well,
today's been wildly productive.
Dude, this week was one of those I had one of those days this week where I had a headache, I was nauseous, and I just hated everything. Work felt like it took 14 days. And I went home and I still felt terrible. And the next day I came in because I'd gotten some sleep, I got some food, and I went into work and I was like halfway through the day, or I felt like I just got there, and it's almost time to get off work. And I was like, damn, I was in a bad mood yesterday, guys. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They were just like,
Yeah, it was
we
one of those.
figured.
It was one of those where, like, this morning, Kayla and I talked about like,
Like,
hey, let's talk about what was
What
going
happened
on
last-
yesterday. Yeah.
So you just reminded me too, a podcast I listened to, one of the hosts.
Ah, shit! I didn't mean to say her name. We're not exactly going public with it yet, but
Who the fuck are you talking about?
watches.
We don't
Nobody
know.
watches this shit.
Yeah,
anyways.
what the hell? Anyway, no, this guy said it's amazing that we've only been in this week for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That is how
My
this whole
God,
week
this
has
week has
felt.
felt.
Yes. It felt like it's taken, yeah. I lived an entire life in just the last 7 days.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Who said that, by the way?
Henry Zabrowski
Henry
from last
Zabrowski.
podcast on the left.
Oh, I thought you meant a commenter. Somebody commented.
No.
Last
I have
podcast,
not checked
That's
that.
one that I have to. That's
Hold
one
on,
I
I'm
We
checking.
don't have any.
No.
Danny,
Your turn.
Do you
Oh,
talk,
shit.
do you talk during movies?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Now, see, context is important here, though.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Are you doing this out of the movie theater?
Am I doing it at the movie theater?
At the movie theater, when if there's nobody else in the movie theater,
I do that fucking thing where I'm like, oh
Okay,
shit.
well that's
shit.
That's different.
That's
or,
fine.
or like if I'm at a horror movie and so, like there's a really good like kill scene or something, I'm like, fuck yes!
okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine Thursday.
Blood pool and Wolverine.
One pull and Wolverine.
Would.
And there was a moment, I won't spoil it, but like when they pulled like the wool from over my eyes, and like it looked like they were setting this up, and then it turned out to be this thing. I full blown couldn't control myself. I yelled out, "Fuck yes!"
Okay. See, that makes me excited. I
Yeah.
want to go see that movie really
Oh,
bad.
it's good. It's absolutely 100% suggested. People are shitting on it because that's just what everyone does about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had a fucking blast. Yeah,
Good,
absolute
Yeah.
fucking. And it is a cameo fest, but like a cameo fest in a way I didn't really expect.
Okay.
Like there are at least two you're gonna go like, all right, did not see that one coming.
I know that
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a dog.
Dog pull, yeah.
Yeah, dog pool.
Dog pulls in there. That
Which
provides
was the-
some
You guys
fun.
saw the
The
big
world's
announcement,
ugliest
by the way,
dog.
right?
Uh,
It happened
I've-
yesterday.
I've seen everything coming out of Comic-Con.
What? Time Warner is now Spectre?
What? No.
That is a throwback joke if I've ever heard one. And it's so good because that did dominate ads for so long. It was like
They had to let you know, man. That's
every
marketing
TV,
101.
radio,
Did you know?
podcast, you would constantly hear.
Did you hear
Time
the good
Warner
news?
is now Spectre.
Did you hear the good news? Time Warner Cable is now Spectre.
So good.
Anyways, but what was the
okay, so a lot coming out
No,
of
Doctor
Comic-Con.
Doom.
So,
Oh, yeah, I did.
The
so
big
they
Dr. Doom
retitled, for anyone who didn't see, they retitled the fifth movie. It's no longer Avengers Kang Dynasty, it's now Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And they brought out all these people in Doomsday costumes, and then one in a unique Doomsday costume who came up through the middle, took off the mask, and it was Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Everyone seems pretty excited about it. I am like, what the fuck?
Apparently they have a plan. Like, there's a plan.
I'm sitting here going, in Feige I trust. I watch all of these fucking things. I'm a stan. I'm a ride or die. I know we've been through some rocky ones recently, but I trust them trying to turn the ship around. But still, this is one of those, like, I'm just not getting to where I can wrap my head around it. It makes no sense. It makes no
and
sense
I think
to me.
that's the point. That's what's
Yeah.
going to pull people in is like, now I have to go watch this because I have to figure out what the fuck they're thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how are they going to make this work?
I thought it was weird when he took off the mask and he was doing the Tropic Thunder blackface again. But, you know, I mean, only time will tell.
He can get away with it retroactively.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know if he can get away with it.
I don't know. I don't think he'll
Okay.
push his luck.
There was a time where that apparently worked, and we were all okay with it. We'll just leave it at that.
Me, I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a dude playing a dude in the
Dude,
sky with
skies
another
another
dude.
He really did. He has a line in that where he says, like, I don't drop character till the DVD commentary. And if you listen to the DVD commentary,
Yeah.
he's doing the character. It's fantastic. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck are they thinking? This is...
Yeah, that's
I was like,
really
I'm going
interesting.
to be patient and wait and trust. but this is a hard one. They really got to pull this off, otherwise I'm gonna go like, all right, after Avengers: Secret Wars, I might be done. Because if they fuck this up and it's just weird and dumb.
Well, I was already done. I was already done. Like,
Really?
I was already done, and then I saw that, and I was like, fuck, they got me again. They got me again.
The reason they hadn't lost me yet was because I really, really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that really revitalized me, and I was looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine, and if that one didn't work out, I was like, I'm going to be a lot more selective moving forward.
Yeah.
Because I've variably enjoyed everything so far. Like even Thor 4, which has its major problems, I found some stuff to enjoy in it.
Which one is that? Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was the one where even Chris Hemsworth was like, I should have spoke up, I should have reeled back the performance, but I was being told to like ham it up and like have fun and riff and everything, and like it was clearly the wrong decision. But then they also gave us Natalie Portman as Lady Thor, and that was fucking awesome.
That was badass, yeah.
So it had a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, so I was going up and down, but I was like, I wasn't done yet. And fucking Deadpool revived me. And I have hopes for Captain America, because they did when they said we fucked up, we're gonna fix things, they immediately went and reshot some stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So I have hopes that they fixed it. I don't think it's going to be stellar. I think it's going to be okay. And if okay is like what we get out of a movie made under the duress of the way they were doing things, I think that's a good place to be.
Okay.
So you just checked out of that completely.
I'm not a big like superhero.
I'm a huge MCU fan. You got to remember, there was a time. It was a desert, and we loved Daredevil because the Ben Affleck Daredevil because it's all we had.
It is literally all we had.
And I still have a little nostalgia for it, but at least now I can go like, okay, that is bottom tier.
Oh yeah.
Like I can keep up with some of the conversations, but then like I think I watched the first Avengers movie, and then I was like,
I'm also a deep comic book fan, like from way back, like.
I think the only comic book I read was like 2 or 3 issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, you know somebody who's gonna have a full ass fucking library set up. So if there's ever anything you're interested in, let me.
Great! If I ever want to reclaim my virginity, I want to.
Hey, I am.
I'm sorry. That came out so shitty.
I own thousands of comics,
so good.
And I have had way too much indiscernible sex.
And some would say unprotected.
Somebody's got a pass. Whose turn is it?
I don't know. I forgot.
Wait, did she even answer the question?
Yeah, she talks about movies.
Okay, yeah.
That's why we.
That's right. We were defining.
So you guys were about to shit all over.
You participate and treat going out to the movies as an event, which is acceptable in my book.
I don't have full conversations with people.
I am the guy who
burns.
I will be the movie police. I have gotten up and said, "Shut the fuck up." I have looked at a dude in the middle of Toy Story 3 and his
Toy Story 3!
This dude had 2 preteens with him who were literally running up and down the aisle like fucking toddlers. Full volume conversation. Just not even talking about the movie, not paying attention.
No, get out.
I looked at...
That's so shitty.
I stood up and I looked at them and I was like, rein it the fuck in, or I'm gonna go get somebody from up front to rein you in. And I looked at their dad, I was like, do better.
Yes.
Do better.
Yeah, and then I sat the fuck back down.
Jesus, it's so fucking rude.
Yeah. I am that guy. I'm like, motherfucker, I came out here to enjoy this movie, with other people.
Shit's too expensive.
Yeah.
Shit is too expensive for my time to be, ruined because of your shitty parenting.
See, that's why I think that abortion should be legalized.
Late term 13-year-old abortion should be
legal, randomized, and mandatory.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? We're not afraid to say it. We're very fucking pro-choice. over at the STC offices.
No choice. I don't want a choice. In it.
No choice.
I call abortion. I think that
Abort the baby.
Abort all.
God
Just give us
damn.
like a year.
Just get fucking
Just
rid
give
of
us a
them.
year.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream. We have to have a conversation. No, all right.
Oh, it's my
so
turn.
it's your turn.
Yes, your turn.
How much do you think you know about life? Sorry. I know enough to love myself and others as well as I can. I know some and always want to know more. I try to learn from the mistakes of others, but I obviously don't know everything. I know some and I'll keep learning as life goes. That's how it works. Like, these are all kind of the same.
Yeah, I feel like 3 of those are the same. So like my attitude towards things is that like, obviously, you know, like when you hit your 20s, you're like, I was such a stupid teenager. Oh, that guy didn't know what he was talking about and everything. But I've got it all figured out.
Yeah, because I do.
That's at least where I was at. Like I was like, I really did think I knew everything in my 20s. I was like, I'm an adult now. I do know things.
I'm 25 and I'm unstoppable now.
Yes.
I am on my way to 37 next month. And I can now confidently say I was like, I ain't got everything figured out at all. However, I have lived a bit of life now, you know, 4 decades. Like I'm on the latter side of almost 4 decades, and like you learn some shit. So I'm not gonna deny myself the wisdom I've gained, but like, yeah, like you see it all the time. Like when you talk about how old you are to like somebody in their 40s or 50s or 60s, and they're always like, oh, well, you just wait and everything. They always seem to have like some rung of like, you got more to figure out.
Yeah.
And like that has to be for a reason, and like knowing like going from 20s and going like, oh, my teenage self, and now my 30s and going my 20s self, like, you know, clearly, obviously I'm gonna get to my 40s and go like, man, what was I doing in my 30s?
What the fuck?
So like, yeah. So whatever
last
version of that.
I know some
is
and I'll keep
reflective
learning
of-
as life goes.
Yeah. Because I've acknowledged that now. That like I'm never gonna stop learning.
Jesus Christ, this fucking quiz sucks.
Adam, what's your ideal communication style?
Oof.
Thoughtful and deep conversations. Lighthearted and playful banner. Even I fucking gave myself the 8 there.
Alright, keep going.
Ow. I hurt myself. Serious and goal-oriented discussions. I'm going to keep doing it. Creative and spontaneous exchanges.
Woo!
Is there an option for don't talk to me?
Wait, what was the question again?
What is your ideal
communication style?
Communication with somebody you're interested in.
Don't. Hope that they do all the communicating.
Yeah, why
and
don't
it
they
makes
just
sense.
have direct communication?
I think the meaningful
Serious and
one-
goal-oriented discussions is
I don't know.
that
I like spontaneous conversation because I think that's how
yeah, creative and spontaneous.
that's how my brain works a lot, because it's like I have a very bad habit of like I'll say something out loud and I'm like, oh shit, that came out in the way that it made sense in my brain, but once I said it out loud, now I have to talk through it.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where like I prefer it that way, because then it makes me think like, okay, how did that get misconstrued from here and here?
Yes.
So
So how can I work on making that not happen?
Adam, congratulations. Your quiz is concluded.
Oh fuck.
So I win. So I guess it's you two asking.
Rapid fire.
I have to ask you shit
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Danny,
No, I quit. I'm out.
Danny, do you talk over people or interrupt?
Yes. Yes. See,
Because if
see
we're all
now
guilty,
now
and
that we're gonna
I-
get the last half of the degree of the certification,
Yeah.
now it's starting to show
Yeah,
up.
now the
Yeah, this is like
proclivities are showing.
the yapology proclivities.
I'm
Not even
spending
kidding.
another minute on it.
This question is, how many good friends do you have? And they wrote fucking books.
Oh my god. Yeah, shouldn't that come down to numerical answers?
I know. I haven't talked to my good friends in a long time. But there are a handful of people from my past who I was very close to. That means you don't have any friends right now. I tend to cut people off pretty quickly, so I don't have any friends. I have lots of people I talk to and hang out with, but I hesitate to call them good friends. I have quite a few friends and a solid group of people I really care about. Even if we aren't always together, I know they're there for me.
I am really happy, and honestly, there's a version of me who was headed straight for number 2 there.
Yeah.
Like,
friends
how
work,
I got
this fucking sucks. I'm done.
how I got to this point in my life, as far as like the relationships I have in my life, fucking blows my mind. Because it gave a lot of people a lot of reasons to walk away from me. So it's going to be number 4.
Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome. And that closer circle seems to keep growing and stuff. So that's fun. And then there is an element of that first one, because 2 of my best friends, Bob and Brittany, live in Columbus, and I rarely ever get to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where occasionally there'll be some Facebook correspondence and stuff, but we don't really plug in unless we're with each other and stuff. So occasionally I'll go up, and it's always months apart or whatever. I'll go up, maybe stay with them for a couple days over the weekend, and then it's like no time passed. I mean, we are fucking, I love those people. So, yeah, and I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm because there was a time where I was I've got really close friends, but I'd never tell them I love them. I've come to a point in my life where I will leave situations and be love you guys. Yeah. So I've grown as a person. Do you hear that? Person I vaguely referred to earlier, who I was trying to rekindle a friendship with?
Not vertically, though.
God damn. And that's why you're sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, they purposefully put me in
Do we all look like an even height? That's by design.
They purposefully put me in this chair because I'm taller than all of them. And it's shorter than the other chairs.
It's a comfy chair, though.
It is a comfy chair.
It is a good chair.
But they always say that
I love that
it's
chair.
so high.
That chair
So
looks that chair looks like absolute
we
shit.
are. Look. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on.
We are pretty much the same height right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, you can't. Why the fuck is this shit happening? I fucking hate YouTube. No, I love it. I have paper premium.
I do too.
Yeah.
We are all the same height.
Yeah. Looks
so
better.
F you.
That chair looks like absolute shit, though, but it's really
comfy.
It is a good chair. That's why I keep it around. Okay, but yeah, you are concluded.
All right.
So yeah,
this is the last question.
The last question. It looks like Danny's going to be bringing up the rear on this one.
When someone's talking, are you listening or just kind of waiting for your turn to talk?
Oh shit. So this is actually something I've been working on in therapy.
Me too.
This is something I have worked on, and I'm a lot better at it now.
Yes.
It's always good. Spoiler alert. Always going to be a struggle.
Oh no,
it
it's
sucks.
incredible.
But you will get better at it. I have gotten better at it, and I honestly from where I've been doing the plays again and stuff. People have been telling me I'm doing all right at acting. I don't believe them, but if that's true, I think it's because I did learn to I'm not waiting to say my line. I am listening to the other characters now.
Yes.
That was my whole.
And actually understanding the scene.
Yeah, in Shawshank, I think that's why I was able to learn my dialogue without ever touching my script outside, because I just couldn't make the time to look at my script outside of the theater. I think that's the only reason I learned the dialogue and the scenes that easily, is because I was actually paying attention to what other people were doing and then making sure I responded appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good story, Benny.
Well, because they pointed out one day, they're like, you're reacting to everything, and I was like, good. I'm glad, because I wasn't sure if I was doing it right.
Yeah.
It
was fun. That was God. That was I liked it.
That was.
I'm so
it was fun.
pissed that I missed it.
I'm pissed you missed it too.
Well,
I'm really mad.
We
I'm
can
really mad that
we
I
can go
missed
through
it.
it right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Can you not puke in your mouth?
I literally just
Don't ask me how, but there might be a recording of Shawshank
But
out
yeah.
there, and I might know somebody who might be able to put you
I would
into connection
love
with
And we will find them and we will persecute them.
Yes,
Heather-
and we're looking for them actively, but
Yeah.
The chick who played my Pookie in Rent, Maureen Joanne, Heather
yeah.
Myers.
oh yeah.
She
Heather-
could
she
not
can-
stop talking about it.
I honestly,
Could
that
not
will
stop.
be one of the more memorable ones for me. That's one of those ones like I'm gonna carry on through the
That was
years,
it.
like Dracula and Miracle and all that.
Everything I saw from like
Oh, that was so much
the
fun.
photos and then hearing her give me context, I was like, God damn it, I'm really
Yeah,
mad
A
at
lot
this
of
set.
really
Honestly, they should probably just shut the theater down. It's not
Yeah.
gonna get any better than that.
Yeah, they might as well just bulldoze it over.
Yeah.
Wait, do you ask me a question?
Yeah, that's what I had asked you a question.
Oh, you had.
Oh yeah.
When someone's talking, are you listening or just kind of waiting for you to talk?
So I'm gonna say no so that I can build myself up positively.
Mhm.
I listen now when people
Okay.
are talking. Yeah. I don't think about what I'm about to say.
Oh.
Did it just finish?
Yeah, it gave me your results.
Okay, hold up. Vinny, what vacation would you choose? A cozy cabin, an exotic new place, or a bustling city?
Or a
Bustling city.
Gay club.
And then here's
well,
your
that's
last
in the
question.
bustling
That's in
city.
bustling city.
What is your love language? Quality time.
Fucking.
Why does everything else so like expanded and like
Because
long
this-
answers, and the last two are like,
What's your
Let's
favorite
get over
color?
it.
Whoever did this quiz,
You
I'm
suck.
gonna fucking find you.
No! What? Did you did you answer for me by accident?
No! It all went away!
No!
Hold on. You cling to the past. What else did we say? You said, I want to grow old before I grow up. And then you said, growing apart. And then you
Mhm.
said, I know some and I'll keep learning. And then you
Yes.
said, oh, fuck. I have quite a few friends and a solid group of people I really care about, even if we aren't yet. That's
Yeah.
the one you said.
Yeah.
And then you said, bustling city. Okay.
Mhm.
What is your love language? Acts of service, giving and receiving gifts, words of affirmation, quality time, or physical touch?
Or fucking slaying puss.
It really is a mix between physical touch
You have to pick one.
and,
Goddammit.
and acts of service. So I'm really trying to think, because I'm still new to being in a committed relationship again.
So what is your favorite thing that they do?
So I'm trying to. Oh, this is like, what do I prefer somebody to do? Not
Yeah,
what do I do.
what is your love language? So your love language is what speaks of love to you.
Oh,
So
I thought it's what I do
another
to express
person-
love.
No, what is
Oh.
that's your love language. Because how you express love is different than what your love language is. At least how I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. One person watching, which I think
So
is me.
under that context, I would probably say acts of service.
Okay. And the results are in.
Okay, so let's start. Well, no, because hers is a mystery.
Yeah, you
let's
guys
start
don't know
from
what my
yours,
is.
and we'll go down.
Okay.
You guys are gonna be so pissed off. It's so fucking stupid.
So, this reminder, the quiz was the certified yapper quiz will tell you if you have your degree in yapology. So,
I would like to think the degree on her wall that says certified degree of yapology
Yes.
would say that, but okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Isn't that Shawnee's new master's program?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
I'm thinking of signing up.
Do it.
The results are in. Danny, you're not a certified yapper.
Oh damn it! I failed.
You're more of a quiet type.
Throw a chair.
You like to stay focused and keep to yourself.
No, I fucking don't.
It's not that you don't like people, it's just that you know that there's a
No, I
time and
don't
place
like
to yap.
I don't like
And you
people.
stick to those times and places.
Oh damn! I'll look at my phone.
That's it.
Okay. Well, big letdown there.
Yeah. Duh.
What if it just says men for me?
Okay. Yeah, what type of guys are you attracted to? It said, the funny and creative soul. You're attracted to guys who have a great sense of humor and unique perspective on life. You appreciate creativity and spontaneity in your relationships, enjoying playful banter and fun experiences. For you, laughter and shared creativity are essentials to strong connection.
No.
Your personality results: the funny and creative soul, 72%; adventurous spirit, 14%;
Okay.
ambitious and classy guy,
Nope.
14%;
No.
sweet and thoughtful type, 0%.
Nope. Nope. If I'm in a relationship with someone like that, that's too much competition.
you
If I wanted to,
You're out with another couple and they're laughing at him more than you, and you're like,
yeah. Oh,
well, this is over.
I guess I'm not the funny friend anymore.
I would change the trajectory of everybody's life in that general vicinity. I would commit a violent crime. There's only room for one.
All right, y'all.
So what was my
Tell us
quiz?
what this absolute fucking
God
acid
damn it!
trip is.
It did it again!
Right.
Christ! Okay, so this quiz, as you cling to the past.
Cling to the past. Cling to the past.
Yeah, like redoing this fucking quiz twice.
I know! What the hell? And then at least they keep the answers in like basically the same spot.
I think this whole
Wait.
episode,
Acts
like
of service, okay.
the stories we've told, are
Okay.
a prime example of how I cling to the past.
Yeah.
So this quiz was, what season are you?
God,
all of that fucking work and effort just to find out that, surprise, you're summer.
What? I was born in August.
I know.
That's so funny.
The season of movement.
Cool.
Like the top of a roller coaster, summer. This is very poetic. Like the top of a roller coaster, summer sits on the pedestal of the circle of life. Growth behind, challenges ahead. A season of excitement, reward, and livelihood. You too manage to bring a sense of life and passion into your day-to-day. You try not to get distracted by what has been and focus your energy on enjoying the now and preparing for the bright future. Don't forget to be gentle with yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
It's all pretty accurate.
It is pretty
Pretty
accurate.
accurate.
There is much joy to be gained from simple pleasures as well. This
I know
part.
I jerk off constantly. I'm
Oh,
all the
listen,
time.
listen, gently, very gently.
I'm gently stroking it on.
But this part is the worst fucking part of this whole thing.
I think I just said the
The
worst
quiz-
part of this.
No, the quiz person actually wrote a little thing.
Really?
Oh God.
I want to go play with you. I want you to take me by the hand and drag me around the world. I am in all of you. And then they did the alligator eating the three. For a heart symbol. For a heart symbol, I hope you have a glass of water that just hits different and unexpectedly good grade or success soon.
Does it have a name of the person who wrote it?
We're gonna find it because this person needs to be
I have
horribly maimed.
had a glass of water once where I said, "This tastes better than normal water."
Author. The author is Juice, a sunset enthusiast. I fucking hate you.
Hey, Juice.
I hate
Hey,
you.
Juice. Lock your doors.
Yeah, don't let me find out where you fucking live.
Our next bulletin board will have a special guest. Bring him on.
Me and Juice are going to be playing Russian roulette next week at 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it.
I love it.
You know what, guys? Between the like catching up and like talking about theater and stuff, and then playing this game, we did 2 hours.
Yeah, we
I know,
did.
that's what I was saying. It feels
2 hours is our minimum stream time. We can keep going if you want to.
I have a child I have to pick
I
up.
still have to go to work.
And
And I need Taco Bell
Yeah,
in my stomach.
Yeah, I gotta go piss.
I do also
Yeah, 'cause
need
there's
to
nowhere to
urinate.
do that here.
I
There's
have-
corners everywhere.
I have a bottle
Isn't
of
there
water.
a litter box?
Is there a litter box?
Yeah.
Is that the thing they get their food out of?
All right. Well, this has been a really fun one. I think this is the first time because when we first came up with this game, the idea was like, more than likely, most of the cards are going to take up the whole episode. And then normally what we do is like 5 or 6 cards a game.
Oh,
This
shit.
is one of the first times it has ever spanned the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a failed yapologist.
She's trying to prove something.
Which is
Yeah.
funny,
I
because
said
the
something
reason we
to say.
didn't get through those quizzes faster is because we were all constantly
We
talking.
couldn't stop. We couldn't stop.
Well, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of STC's Bulletin Board. Again, you can see, actually all 3 of us, I forgot to mention I'm in the sketch too,
He
because
is.
I keep forgetting that I'm in there for like 2 seconds. When I was editing and I got to that part, I was like, oh shit, that's right, I'm in this. Reviving a special little part I played before.
It rhymes with Jort McDingle.
But check out Tammy Hawthorne's right now on our Patreon. It's up there early. Comes out on YouTube next week. I know I just gave away the goat. Yes, you can wait a few days for it to come out for free, or you could fucking support indie artistry for $1
$1.
and watch it earlier.
One motherfucking
amongst
dollar.
other things.
$1.
Yeah,
1.
and
What? Oh, the fuck you trying to hit me for, bro?
2024.
I'm threatened. And if any of that fucking like old stuff that we used to do for STCWW tickles your fancy, and you want to see better produced versions of them, at the $3 tier you get those. No Joke is already up. I'm currently re-editing Sweet Fine Art, which already I'm like a few seconds into that edit, like as far as the finished product goes. It's already great. Mike is
Hell
going to
yeah.
do the voiceover, redo the voiceover.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, so there's a reason to sign up there. And at $5 you get all our short films and our feature-length film, Sweded Die Hard. So there's reasons to go up the rung, but honestly, $1 a month really helps us out.
$1, y'all.
Yeah.
$1.
And if you want to follow us on anything, we got a website, subjecttochangeent.com. All of our shit is there. In fact, that's another way to get to the Patreon. So check out our website, subjecttochange.com. Follow us on all the things. Subscribe here on YouTube if you feel so inclined. Like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you love it.
And give us your bones.
And give us your bones. See you later.
Please. We need bones.
Oh man, I really hope he hits the end button soon. Because what I was really wanting to talk about was.
Oh, God.
Oh,
it's blocked.
oh no! Dang it! I was really hoping it was going to cut off.